Hi, I'm Rob, and today I like to show you an upgrade for an older FESTOOL track saw, the AT65. And that's a dust guard and an anti-splinter guard. Well, here you see the device. It's a plexiglass plate, that's the dust guard, and the anti-splinter guard, and that's a strip of acrylic. Also both 4mm. And a piece of aluminium, a profile, 20 by 10mm and 3mm thickness. It's glued together. And also, of course, two attachment knobs or bolts, M6, for the attachment. Well, here you see the situation, the knobs and the dust plate with the splinter guard. Normally the inside of the blade, the splinters, are kept by the strip on your track, but not on the outside. And the modern machines, they have a splinter guard in here. So this one doesn't, so we made a dust plate, right away the mounting plate for the splinter guard in here. And because normally with the new ones it's a little plate and then this is open, so now we closed it all. So we have less dust on the floor. Well, here you see then the close-up of the dust guard and the splinter guard in situation. Is in the top position. It's not leaning on the wood now. It's now flush with the underside of the machine. And now we're gonna adjust it. It's very easy. We just release the buttons a little bit, the bolts, and it falls on the top of the wood, on the surface. Then we attach it. We tighten the bolts. And the splinter guard leans now on the surface of the wood. So that's it. Now it's all set up. Time for some sewing action. Totally flat, the edge, but this one is, and that's the new splinter guard. I must say that it looks a little bit better. Maybe it's the material, because this is a harder material, and the edge of the strip, the splinter strip on the rail, is maybe a little bit soft. I don't know, but maybe that's the case, that's the reason. So in a way, the new splinter guard, it works excellent. I'm very happy with it. It's a good thing. I like it. And also no dust. I'm gonna show that to you. Well, that's the floor after cutting. And as you see, no dust on the floor. So no dust at all. So I'm very, very pleased with it. So as well the dust guard as the splinter guard. And I think it's a great success. I'm very happy with it. Well, this is then the saw. This is then the FESTOOL AT65. Older model, 15 years old, but yeah, it's still like new. It saws fantastic. And I use it mainly then for doors and so. And here from this you get the dust guard from this point until here, let's say. and then from here to here. It's going to be an acrylate or whatever plexiglass, and then square on it in here we get the anti-splinter guard. Well, for some people who try to produce it or to make it for themselves, there are a few points of attention, and that's mainly, I don't know how it is in other countries, but with us the aluminium profile is not exactly 90. It's a bit inclined. It's maybe 89.5 degree. So what you have to do is to take care, because this really has to be a 90-degree angle, or maybe even 90.5. So this end will press on the wood, and if it's 89.5, it goes a bit off the wood. You have maybe a clearance of a tenth of a millimeter, and that doesn't work. It really has to lean on the wood. That's crucial. So what I did is I placed it in a 90-degree block of wood and attached this to the wood with some clamps and filled this one up with some polyurethane glue. Problem was, later on, the polyurethane didn't stick to the plexiglass, but anyway, it was already filled out and it was dried. So then I did it with 10-second glue, and that will keep. And if not, I do it with the contact glue. Well, as you can see, those aluminium profiles, the square 90 degree, are not 90 degree. It's maybe 89 or 89.5, but it's not 90. And yeah, you have to calculate that, especially if you use it for a square construction. So what you can do is, if you use the outside, to fill it up with glue or something else, but it's not 90. Well, here you see the anti-dust guard. It's a piece of plexiglass in this case, and that comes vertical against the machine with some sort of reinforcement piece, an aluminium profile. Now with us, the aluminium profiles, like I explained, they are not really 90 degrees. So what I did, this wood is really perpendicular. I took the small side where you put then the splinter guard on, because the splinter guard has to be exactly flat on the material, otherwise it doesn't work. I clamped it to the bar, the wooden bar, the block of wood. So now this one here has a bit of clearance, and that we filled up with 2K polyurethane glue. And now we wait until it's dry with a piece of cling film under it for not gluing to the wood. Well, here you see then a piece of acrylic. It's not plexiglass, it's acrylic. And this is then the splinter guard, of the anti-splinter guard. And this one, it's going to be mounted horizontal under this plate tomorrow when the glue in here is set. Then we glue this one under with a not so sticking glue, so that we always can remove it if it's maybe worn out. Well, take care that with the splinter guard that you cut free the riving knife. So in the maximum depth, see where the riving knife ends up, and then a little bit after or before you cut it free, so that if the blade goes down, the riving knife will never touch the splinter guard, and the rest is done by the teeth of the saw blade. Well, I hope it was a clear video, and that you maybe can use it in the future if you like to produce something like this for yourself. And anyway, thanks for watching, and till the next time. Bye bye.